I just want to say I am super excited to be talking to you guys.
We're so excited to be here.
I realized because the way that I ended up actually getting this interview with you guys was because I was talking to the owner of our publication, and I was like, I commented, like, the first band I ever talked to, I commented on Diva Bleach's
Oh
Instagram,
my God.
like, hey,
No way.
I'm a new
That's so
photographer
cool. Oh my
I
God.
love
back
that.
in September.
No way. That's so cool.
So I just was like, no way you're letting me do this. Like,
Oh yeah, of course. No, we're so excited.
That's
but
awesome.
you guys just had a cool new album come out. It was so great.
Thank
Um,
you.
so what was your guys' kind of inspiration for the album?
Oh my gosh. I mean,
Life.
yeah, just like, you know,
Just all the songs are really about like things that have happened to us or have happened to our friends or people around us. It's songwriting is really like a way for us to like process like what's happening in the world or at least like around us.
No,
totally.
absolutely.
Yeah, like we were thinking of like the titles, like Can You Keep a Secret Just Fit? Because like the whole album is just kind of like two best friends just like, you know, talk
Yeah,
like
figuring
having
it
a
out.
conversation. Yeah. So it just, yeah, it feels really personal and yeah.
It definitely gave off like that kind of like the friendly, like you are friends with everybody and it kind of just adds up together. I really enjoyed it about that.
Thank you.
So, this is a question for both of y'all individually. Song on the album is your personal favorite and why?
Um, um, I I've been thinking recently that my favorite is Cross My Heart, just because the instrumentation on that one is so fun, the whole vibe of it. It's very like upbeat, but also probably one of the most like vulnerable sounding songs on the album. And that one's fun to play too. So I'd probably go with Cross My Heart.
Gosh, yeah, it's so hard to choose one favorite, but oh my gosh, I don't know. Lately, I think Decay is my favorite. Um, because yeah, I I just like how it sounds. I like listening to it. I like singing it.
Hmm.
And it's like, slower, more kind of indie vibes, which is like a cool break from, most of the songs are like pretty upbeat. So I like that one. I like the variation.
Oh no, yeah, I love getting some variation, especially in albums within artists. I'm a big like
Hmm.
I listen to every kind of genre, so I absolutely love the
Same,
diversity in the albums.
the same way.
Okay, this one's a little different, but what is something you guys have always wanted to tell your fans, but you just haven't had the chance to either post about it, talk about it, or anything like that?
I don't know if we ever posted about like how cool it actually was getting to meet some of the people that we've like you when you interact with fans online, which is so fun, so cool, you like learn their screen names and then like seeing some of them in real life and being like, wait, I recognize you, like that's your screen name. Like I don't know if we ever like made something expressing like just how like cool and how important that was, at least like to me. I think Sid feels the same way, but like yeah, that's huge. So just for them to be there for us, not physically, and then to actually show up physically is incredible.
Oh yeah.
I would say the exact same thing. Yeah, Brie kind of hit the nail right on the head with that. Like, yeah, just like it's cool that like anybody listens to her music at all, you know?
Yeah.
So like meeting people in real life and like getting to interact with them and just seeing how cool they are too and creative. Like we met someone named Lee like during our last tour who made like a shirt
Oh
out
my
of
gosh, yeah.
inspired by one of our single covers. Like it's just, yeah, just
Hmm.
seeing how creative they are. And I don't know, like
Hmm.
we've never made like sappy posts like that, but we
But
should.
yeah, I hope people know that
Yeah,
we're probably not making the post because we don't have the words for like what that means.
totally.
No, yeah, that's why I wanted to ask because then
Mhm.
we're able to share it through this and be able
Hell
to
yeah.
get y'all's word out so that you guys don't have to find the way to say it or have to be able to like find a way to make that post or time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I definitely love that. Like being able to see other artists and like everybody all comes together in this amazing way. Like me still being new into this industry, I have like immediately found some of the best friends I've ever had. And it's so great. And I'm so glad to hear that other artists are also being able to do that, especially since you guys do like completely different from me, but it's still in the same industry, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I never get to hear that side from bands, and it's really cool.
Oh yeah, I definitely relate to that too. Like all of, my closest friends and people in my life are mostly from music, so it definitely it's a cool way to bring people together.
Music is definitely like such a big thing, and I love, love, love seeing everybody like being able to connect over it, especially like at
Mhm.
festivals or just being able to say, "Hey, I like this band." Oh, me too. Like
Totally.
Yeah.
it's so cool. What is y'all's favorite part about working together?
Oh my gosh. I
That
mean, sorry, you go, you go, you
no, you're
go.
good. I'm working on my answer. I
Okay.
love that. Or no, okay, yeah, you go because I'm still formulating it.
Okay. I was gonna say, okay, yeah. I mean, it's just really easy, because Brie and I are like we've been friends for almost a decade, so just like we can be real. Like I don't know, there's no, I don't know, like when we're songwriting or everything's just fun, I guess too. Because like
Abs-
when we're on the road, when we're songwriting, like you're hanging out with your friend,
mhm.
So I think that's my favorite part.
Yeah, piggybacking off of that, just literally like piggybacking. Sorry, literally just that like you're my best friend and I can text you anytime about anything, whether it's band related or not. And I feel like that's such an advantage of like that we're very comfortable with each other because like I
Hmm.
hope other bands feel that way, but I know not everyone does. And I think like that's even like how it gets back to like our album title, "You Keep a Secret," is just like because that's just how we talk to each other.
Yeah, yeah, no, for real. Yeah, it's like it's very genuine. I feel
Hmm.
like this is who we are.
Yeah.
Those friendships are so insanely hard to come around, and I'm so glad you guys have found each other and been able to be creative like this because sometimes working with your best friend can be a struggle. So hearing you guys being able to do it and like do it so incredibly well and still be able to have that best friend status where it's not just like business partners,
Yeah.
it's so
Hmm.
amazing, and I absolutely adore that.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Yeah, no, I agree. It's very rare to find, so I'm very grateful.
Thanks for putting up with me.
Likewise.
So, what song on the new album was the hardest or like took the longest for you guys to create?
I'm like going through the list of
I know. I'm trying to
songs in my
think.
head.
Like logistically, it's out of my head just because of the way that we wrote it. Like we did that one over a Zoom session with a producer in Australia. So it was just like a lot of little back and forth with like sending each other files and things. But other than that, the writing of itself was pretty easy. So I'm trying to think if
Yeah.
there was like another song that maybe we were like, what the heck?
I did read about you guys doing the Zoom call with the guy in Australia. And I think that's really insanely cool. Like that
It
is
was so
so
It
fun.
was so cool. It was cool. I mean, it's cool that we were able to do that,
Hmm.
Like, yeah. Um, I'm trying to think. Hold on. I like need to see the songs right now.
Ah, I almost want to go out on a limb and say make it stop, even though that one wasn't like hard
Mm.
to write, but just because like you had a whole different song originally that we were like,
Oh
okay,
yeah.
let's turn it into something else just because we weren't sure if the vibe was right. So just knowing that that is like the full reformulated version of something that was completely different before, I think that's a huge feat.
Yeah. Yeah, like we started when we were writing like that song and a couple other songs on the album. That was kind of when the lyrics just I feel like writing this album we were able to just kind of fully let our guard down. So at first it was hard, being vulnerable, but yeah, that song specifically was one of those for sure.
Absolutely. Like kind of letting those walls down, especially knowing it's going to be seen by thousands and thousands of fans. It's definitely seems like horrifying, but I'm so glad you did it. Like being able to be vulnerable with yourself and your fans, it's really awesome.
Totally.
So, what is y'all's next move after this album came out? Are we talking about a tour, maybe? If there's anything that you can tell me about that.
Yeah, well, we do have a local Phoenix show coming up in a couple of weeks, but we are working on some tour dates
Mhm.
for us. We can't say too much about it, but they are coming.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I hope y'all come to Ohio.
Me
Have to be
too.
there. So, how are you guys feeling after getting this album out? Like, are you guys relieved? Are you excited for the next thing? How are we feeling?
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm almost feel antsy because like Sid said, we're like trying to get shows together and like I want to play these new songs so badly, especially now that people have finally heard them. We've been sitting on them for so long. So I'm
Hmm.
very eager.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Relieved mostly. It's just nice. Like once you've been sitting on the songs for so long, like it's nice when they're finally out.
Oh yeah, that definitely seems like a huge weight off of you. I definitely like understand it to a kind of sense where it's like I finally get a show review out or I finally get some photos posted. I'm like, yes, I got it. Now on to it. Let's get going.
Mhm.
Exactly.
So I definitely can understand that kind of antsy, excited feeling, seeing how people react live and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I guess for me too. Like I love the singles that we released for this, but most, I guess, like the two favorite songs I have were not released previously. So I'm excited for like my favorites to be out.
Mhm.
Absolutely. That just seems so insane. So, how like do you feel when you get on stage for the first time at a new place? Like, what are those feelings that kind of go through?
You were me, Sid. Um, for me, like I always get a little bit nervous beforehand. I definitely have anxiety, but I feel like I get jittery, so I'll do like jumping jacks or jog in place, something to try to just like get the energy up, but have it more focused. But it's always just like nerves for wanting to do well and play a good show, um, especially like when it's in a place we've never played before. Like not knowing if anyone's going to know our songs or not can be scary, but we've had good luck and we've had a lot of good responses. So so far so good.
Yeah, I would say something similar for two. I mean, similar to. I always get at least a little bit nervous, but it's mostly like a nervous excitement, I think.
Yeah,
That makes
just want
sense.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I'm always excited to see, yeah, like to meet new people, meet new fans. I think
to.
that's what I'm most looking forward to when coming to a new place.
You guys seem like so similar and so in tune, and I absolutely adore that. Like, it's so funny. You're like picking back off of that. I'm gonna say probably similar to that. It's like so funny. I love it.
We are, yeah.
A little bit of topic, Sydney. I was curious on what kind of hair dye you use, girl, because that is the cute. I'm
Thank
a bold,
you.
bright hair color girl too.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. My friend does my hair. She uses, I believe it's called Danger Jones is the brand. But I've also used Pulp Riot. And then when I want to like freshen it up myself, I use Overtone color conditioners. Like they make like these conditioning mask things that's what I have on right now. Like I just freshly did it and it honestly works just as well as like a hair dye.
It definitely looks insanely vibrant right now, and I was
Thank you.
I that was
Thank you.
definitely for me. That was definitely like just a question I had asked for me personally because I need to go pick it up.
Yes. No,
I-
highly recommend. Like, yeah. Yeah.
oh my gosh. Well, it has been amazing to meet you guys. Is there anything else you'd like to say or anything like that?
Brady, you
I think I've said my piece.
No, it's been so great meeting you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess to anybody who's watching, like, check out our album, Can You Keep a Secret? Follow us on socials at Diva Bleach Band, on Instagram at Diva Bleach, on TikTok, all of that. And I look out for future shows. I cool.
It has been amazing meeting you guys. I hope to see y'all in person eventually.
Thank
Yes,
you, us too. That'd be
hopefully.
so fun.
Yeah,
Oh
that'd
my
be
God.
awesome. Hopefully we come to Ohio soon.
Yes, I would love to see y'all. It has been great meeting you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank
You
you
as
so much.
well.
You
So nice
too.
meeting you.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.